Welcome to the class. Today's class is called Be Like a Tree. We will be playing with the tree pose, many different variations of it. But I'd also like you to have in mind the qualities of the tree. So the trees, we often think of them as grounded, as rooted. They're strong. They're able to withstand a lot of things, a lot of bad weather, wind like it is right now here, quite windy. They also provide protection, they provide comfort, and they even provide home for birds and squirrels and different creatures. So as you're going through the class, think of these attributes of the trees and see how you can apply it to your internal being as well as the physical practice. So see if you can feel a little bit more grounded, feeling the support from your feet or hands depending on the pose, and try to find that calmness and that stability in your body like the trees have. So let's get started. And as always, we're going to start in a bridge pose. You don't really need any props today, but if you like to use blocks, then by all means grab them and use them as necessary. So let's get down on our backs. Bend the knees, soles of the feet are on the floor. Bring the palms on top of the thighs. Straighten the legs, so if your elbows are bent, move the feet a little bit further away from you. Feel the sacrum pushing into the floor. Inhale. With an exhale, push into the feet and use the glutes to lift the hips up. Gently press the hands into your thighs. This really helps to lengthen the tailbone and lengthen the low back so we don't round it too much. Maybe tap the glutes to make sure that they're working. And then we'll extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the palm up. Take the left hand and add the wrist stretch. So pull down on your right fingers with the left hand. As you breathe here, you can begin to move the knees out and in, just a couple of inches, flapping the knees. Couple more breaths. Good. And then stop the flap of the knees. We'll switch the wrist stretch. So turn the left palm up, pull down with the right hand on the left fingers. And then heel toe your feet until your inner arches of the feet are together. From there, we're going to open the knees. So this is like a modified butterfly pose. But as you're doing this, think of lengthening the tailbone towards the heels. And then you can hold this or begin to lower the hips just to hover off the floor and then lift them back up. Again, lower. With an exhale, you lift. A couple more times, lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Next time you lift the feet up, you can bring, the hips up, you can bring the arms down. Bring the knees back to center. Walk the feet back in line with the knees. And with an exhale, slowly lower the spine down onto the floor until your tailbone reaches the floor as well. Next, we'll do one set of abs. For abs today, we'll keep the feet on the ground like they are. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Point the elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the head and the shoulders off the floor. Pull the belly down, rest the head into your hands. Inhale and lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale and lower. Adding on, exhale to lift. Lift the left foot off the floor. And then externally rotate the hips. So move the foot towards the right and hip
knee goes towards the left, but it's really staying above the hip. Bring the foot back to center, place the foot down, inhale and lower. Exhale to lift. Lift the right foot off the floor, externally rotate the right hip, so the foot moves towards the left. Bring the foot back to center, lower the foot, inhale and lower. Exhale to lift. Lift the left foot up. This time we'll internally rotate, so the foot moves towards the left, knee staying above the hip. Move the foot back to center, place it down, inhale and lower. Exhale to lift. Right foot lifts and then internally rotate the right hip. Foot comes to center, place the foot down, inhale and lower. One more round, another change. Exhale to lift. Left foot lifts, externally rotate the left hip. Internally rotate the left hip. Bring the foot to center, then down, inhale and lower. Last side, exhale to lift. Right foot lifts, externally rotate. Internally rotate. Bring it back to center, place the foot down, inhale and lower. You can pull the knees into your chest. Maybe add a little rock side to side. And then grab behind the knees. We'll rock along the length of the spine a couple of times, gaining a little bit more momentum. Eventually coming up to seated cross at the ankles. Bring the hands in front of you. And then move the knees back. Dolphin pose. So lower the forearms down. Palms can either be in line with the elbows or you can interlace the fingers. Relax the head. Puff up in between the shoulders, tuck the toes under, push into your forearms, and then think as if somebody's pulling your tailbone up with a string towards the ceiling. Lift the hips up. Knees can stay bent. Your option is to stay here or extend the left leg up. Bend the left knee. With an exhale, pull the knee towards the belly. And then move it over to the left for external rotation. Bring the knee back towards the belly and then extend the leg. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend the knee, pull it in. Move it to the left. Bring it back towards the belly and extend. Last time, pull it in. Move it to the left. Back to center. Extend. And place the foot down. Let's switch sides. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee. Exhale, knee to belly. Move it to the right. Back towards the belly. And extend. 2 more. Pull the knee in. Move it to the right. Back to center. Extend. Last time in. Right. In. Extend. And place it down. Bring the knees nice and wide for extended child's pose. Hips go towards the heels. And then reach the arms towards the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. With the next inhale, lift the hips up, tuck the toes under, and let's just walk the feet towards the hands. Once you're in a forward fold, bring your hands to the waist and inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Sun salutation 1. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come to the floor. Step the right foot back. Lower the knee in the top of the foot. Inhale, lift the arms forward and up. Push the top of the right foot into the floor. Lengthen the tailbone towards the ground. Exhale, hands come to the floor, step back into a plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Keep the heads of the arm bones lifted. Inhale, pull the hands back, lift the chest up for baby cobra. Exhale to lower, push the hands into the floor. Exhale into down dog. Step the right foot forward. Don't lift the hands as you do this.
Lower the left knee on the top of the foot. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Push the top of the left foot into the ground. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Second side, exhale, hinge. Hands to the floor. Left foot steps back, lower the knee but not the toes this time. Place the right hand on your low back. Left arm extends up. Inhale to reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, add a side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Hands come to the floor. Step back into plank. Lower the knees. Lower all the way down. Inhale, pull the hands back for baby cobra. Exhale, lift up into down dog. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee but not the toes. Lift up. This time left hand comes onto the low back, right arm reaches up. Inhale, reach fingers even further. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands come forward. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. First sequence. We'll start the same. Inhale, lift the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come to the floor. Step the right foot back. Lower the knee, keep the toes tucked and lift the torso up. Bring the hands to the prayer and then extend them up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows and bring the hands behind your neck. Try to then push your head into your forearms without popping the ribs. It's a little bit of a shoulder opener. Exhale, bring the hands down. Actually, we'll bring the right hand under the right shoulder. Lift the right knee off the floor. Inhale, left arm lifts for twisted crescent lunge. You can relax the neck. Good. Exhale, left hand comes down. Step back into three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Bend the left knee. And then externally rotate the hip. So move the knee towards the left. You can stay there, or you can also rotate the pelvis to open the pelvis to the left for fire hydrant, but don't move your shoulders. Bring the pelvis back to neutral. You're going to place the left knee down in line with just under the left hip for gate pose. So pivot to the foot behind you. Extend the right leg towards the back of the mat. Inhale to lift up. Right hand will come onto your right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side bend towards the back of the mat. Again, you can relax the neck. So a little bit of a different transition here. Inhale, lift up. Bend the right knee, place it down, and then lift the left knee. It's going to face the side of the mat. Bring the left forearm on top of the thigh and reach the right arm over for another side stretch. Let's do that again. Inhale, come up. Place the left knee down for gate. We're going to extend the right leg. Right hand on the left thigh. Exhale for side bend. Inhale to lift. Bring the right knee down. Lift the left knee, left forearm on top of the thigh, and reach. Good. Now place the right hand in line with the right knee for modified side plank. Extend the left leg towards the back of the mat. You can lift the left arm up. Now you have the option to stay here. Another option is to lift the left foot off the floor, or you can add a quad stretch by bending the left knee, grab the foot behind you, and then pull the heel towards your glute. Try to keep the neutral pelvis. You'll feel a nice opening in the front of the left hip.
Let go of the foot. Place the left hand and the foot down. Coming into a plank, but rather than placing the right foot down, we'll come into 3 legs here. So slide the right foot somewhere along the inner left leg and open the knee to the side. And now let's move into a side plank on the left. So both legs, or right leg is on top of the left, both legs are straight. And extend the right arm up. Good. From here, lift the right foot, step it forward. Place the left knee down, 90-90 lunge, second side. Back foot is tucked. Bring the hands into a prayer. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, bring them behind the nape of the neck. And then lightly push your head into your forearms without popping the ribs forward. Inhale, lift the arms up and then place the left hand under the left shoulder. Lift the left knee off the floor, twisted crescent. Exhale to turn the chest to the right. And you can extend the right arm up. Exhale, right hand comes to the floor, 3-legged dog. Right leg is lifted. Bend the knee, open the knee to the right, and then stay there or turn the pelvis to the right without moving your shoulders. Fire hydrant. Let's bring the pelvis back to neutral. The knee will come down under the right hip. Move the foot behind you for gate pose. Inhale, lift up. Left hand comes on top of the left leg. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, side bend. Relax the neck. Now moving into that transition. Inhale, lift up. Bring the left knee down. Open the right knee to the right. Right forearm on top of the right thigh, reach the arm over for side bend. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Right knee comes down. Left leg extends. Inhale and exhale, come into a side bend. Inhale, lift up and bring the knee down. Open the right knee to the right. Modified extended side angle, kneeling. Inhale, lift up. Left hand will come in line with the left knee. Modified side plank. Extend the left leg towards the back of the mat. Option is to keep it down, lift it up, or you can add the quad stretch. So bend the knee, grab the foot behind you, pull it in. Lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the mat. Let go of the foot. Plank with 3 legs. So extend the right leg. Left foot will slide towards the inner of the right leg. The knees over to the left. And now side plank on the right. So come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Stack your legs, your hips, and extend the left arm up. From here, big step towards the front with the left foot. And then bring the right foot forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. And now we'll go into a stream. So we're going to change this a little bit, add a little bit more tree pose into our flow. Bring the hands to the waist. Move the weight into the left foot and the right knee will come forward. Open the knee over to the right. And then turn the foot towards the back as you extend the hip. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back for high lunge. Find a neutral pelvis. Hands come to the prayer and then reach up. Bend the elbows, bring the hands behind your neck. Same arms, maybe even lean back a little bit, but watch your ribs. Same arms as our 90-90 lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, open into warrior two. So placing the right heel down, maybe widen the stance if you need to. Shoulders over the hips. Inhale, flip the front palm up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come to center. Windmill the hands towards the front of the mat. And we'll come into a plank with the left leg, so the tree legs. Left leg is in a tree. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can lower like this all the way down. Good. Now gently slide that left leg towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Push into your hands, lift back into a plank. Again, slide that left leg up the right leg for a tree. And then we'll move into a side plank with tree legs. Keeping the left leg where it is. Good. Exhale, place the left hand down. Move the hands back, coming into down dog with tree legs. Just notice how this feels. If you have to slide your foot closer to the floor, feel free to do that. Relax the neck. And now a challenge, let's see if we can do this, is to slide the left foot towards the mat, but keep it in that external rotation, so the knee still towards the left. Walk the hands back. And then lift all the way up for a tree at the back of the mat. You can then adjust your foot. Try not to use your arms or your hands. Really just use your strength of your hips and the flexibility to find your tree. Place the left hand on top of the left thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, add a little side bend. So challenging the balance here, kind of like the wind challenges the balance of the trees. Inhale, reach up, both arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. We'll move the left knee forward, step the foot forward. Inhale, lift the right knee up, over to the side, place it into a tree. Bring the knee forward, step it forward. Left knee reaches up to the side, place it into a tree. Bring the knee forward, foot steps forward. Last time, right knee comes up to the side, bringing into a tree. Bring the knee forward, step it forward. Hands come to the waist. Left knee lifts. Open it like that, so don't come into a tree, just external rotation at the hip. Starting the second side. Move that foot back behind you, extension of the hip. Soften the right knee, step the left foot far back for high lunge. Find your neutral pelvis first. Hands come into a prayer, and then extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the neck. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, lean back slightly. Good. Inhale, straighten the arms, exhale, warrior two. Adjust the stance if you need to. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, flip the front palm up. Exhale, reverse warrior.
Inhale, come to center, windmill the hands towards the front, stepping into a plank with the right leg in the tree. Doesn't matter where it ends up on your left leg, just don't push it into the knee. Exhale, lower all the way down. Like that. If you can. If you want to come to the knees, you can do that as well. Let's straighten the right leg. Inhale, lift the chest up. Baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Push into the floor. Let's come back into plank. And again, slide that right leg up the left. Move into side plank with the tree legs on the left. So right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hand comes down. And then walk the hands back for down dog with tree legs. Let's slide that right foot towards the floor, just to give you a little bit more stability. Bend the left knee and walk the hands all the way back. And then slowly come up. Prayer hands and lift the right leg into a tree. Side bend. Right hand will come on top of the right thigh. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, add the side bend. Testing your balance. Good. Inhale, reach up. Hands to the prayer. Bring the right knee forward. Step the foot forward in front of you. Left knee comes up. Move it over to the left. Find your tree. Bring the knee forward. Step the foot in front of you. Right knee comes up. Bring it over to the right and find a tree. Bring the knee forward. Step it forward. One last one. Left knee comes up. Open to the side. Find your last tree. Knee comes forward and come into Tadasana. Let's transition in onto the floor. Inhale, lift the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come to the floor. Just walk the feet back a little bit. Bring the knees to the ground. Cross the ankles and the hips will come behind you. We'll find those tree legs now here in seated, going into Vrikshasana. So we'll extend the right leg, bend the left knee, place the inner or the inside of the left foot, the bottom of the left foot towards the inside of the right leg. Inhale, turn the chest towards your extended foot. Flex the ankle to engage that thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean forward. You don't have to lean much. Try to keep your back long and you're really hinging at the hips. You're not rounding in your low back anywhere. So it might be a very small movement. Sometimes it helps to sit on a pillow or blocks just to position the pelvis in a little bit better way. And make sure you keep that right leg engaged, right quads especially. Inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the left hand behind you. Inhale, big circle with the right arm. Lift the hips. Open across the hips, across the chest. And exhale, bring the hips back down. Can't speak. Switching sides, left leg extends. The bottom of the right foot comes towards the inside of the left leg. Flex the foot. Turn the chest, inhale, turn the chest towards the left foot. With an exhale, just folding or really hinging over the left hip. Inhale to lift up. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale, big circle with the left arm to help you lift up. Open the chest. Lengthen the spine. And exhale, bring the hips down. Straighten both legs. Make sure in the middle of the mat and come down onto your back. We'll finish with a twisted roots twist. Cross the left leg over the right. Lift the hips, move them slightly over to the left, so just an inch or two. Extend the arms into a T, palms are facing down. Right foot lifts, bring the knees towards the chest, and then with an exhale, the knees will go over to the right. You can always slide a block or a pillow if you have it close by under your knees. And then if your neck is happy and healthy, you can turn the gaze to the left. Inhale, slowly move the knees to center. Uncross the legs, shift the hips back to center, and then the right leg will cross over the left. Shift the hips towards the right. Lift the left foot off the floor, pull the knees into the belly, and with an exhale, bring them over to the left. This time the gaze can shift to the right. Inhale the knees to center. Uncross the legs. Move the hips back in line with the rest of the spine. And come into Shavasana. Option to extend the legs or keep the knees bent. And then if your knees are still bent, you can let them rest against each other in the middle. And again, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through your mouth. Let any tension go, any worry. Relax your body and relax your mind. If you're ready to come out of Shavasana, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can start moving your ankles, your wrists. And then extend the arms up over the head. Stretch out the body. Bend the knees. And roll to your side. And gently make your way up to seated. Try to keep your eyes still closed. Take a moment to notice how you feel both in your body and in your mind. Notice if maybe this practice left you feeling a little bit more grounded, maybe even a little stronger, and able to withstand any storm that might come your way today, just like a tree. Bring the hands towards the heart center. Lower the chin towards the chest. Open the eyes and raise your head. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. From my heart to yours. Namaste.